Yes, hello friends, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel Football Therapy with me, your host, Gian. I hope you're doing well, mate. I do genuinely, really do hope that. Welcome back to Chelsea news. Ooh yeah, here in the Stamford Bridge studio. I need to readjust my camera because there goes my head. Although, I could just be, yeah, fine. Anyway, today we're talking about a really interesting and hopefully innovating approach for Chelsea to start winning the games and winning titles and scoring goals, all the good things in football that we're lacking, you know, bring that back. Of course, this morning's upload I was talking about the sensational story about the Man City headlines, which I simply had to react to, but this is Chelsea orientated. We're reading an article from The Telegraph from Matt Law and Charlie Morgan to give you an insight, but go watch my latest upload if you want to hear my thoughts on that. I do thank you for joining me though, and I would like you, or I would urge you, thank you very much, to like the video, hey? Shameless content creator on YouTube. Oh my god, like and subscribe, please. Oh my god. Anyway, yeah, let's get into it. So this is written by Matt Law, obviously really well, and Charlie Morgan, really well connected with Chelsea Football Club. So Chelsea have hired the All Blacks mental skills coach, famed for no ickheads policy. Now, this is a huge story because Chelsea invest money into the project. Todd Boehly, Egbali, Clearlake, they've put money into a good tactician in Potter. Regardless of your thoughts, he's a good emotionally equipped guy. They've bought assets in loads of players. They will, upgrade the stadium. They will improve training facilities. But it's all, we've seen it. Look at Arsenal. As much as it hurts, yes, they lost the last game. They've cultivated a winning mentality. And that's what you got to do, man. Everyone's got to be aboard the ship. So I endorse. Let me get a better slap. I endorse this decision. I'm excited to find out about the no difference policy. So let's dive in now together, you and I. Chelsea have hired a mental skills coach, or the mental skills coach behind the All Blacks rugby union team's policy to help create one thing Todd Boehly's money can't buy: a winning culture. Although we've hired him for money, so maybe money can buy it. Here's to hoping. So his name is Gilbert Enoka, who has been the All Blacks manager for leadership for the past 7 years after spending 15 years as the team's mental skills coach, is due to start in what's described as being a short-term consultancy role with Chelsea. Hello, Gilbert. Welcome. Sit down. Welcome to, yeah. And it's short-term consultancy. Only be here for 5 minutes. How do we stop this crap? Here's your money, mate. See you later. Enoka is regarded as a highly significant influence on the All Blacks over more than 2 decades, particularly as New Zealand's dominance of Test rugby union reached its peak with back-to-back World Cup victories in 2011 and 2015. That's my Huckafee there. Helping players to deal with suffocating expectation, notably our home World Cup in 2011, was among his chief responsibilities in his former position. New Zealand triumphed in that tournament 4 years after being knocked out of France in 2007 in the quarterfinal game, and where they had the tendency to choke, apparently, under the pressure given to their performance. Look, man, a team that has the tendency to choke, does that not resonate with you for Chelsea Football Club? Because it does with me. Of course, a massive thing that Chelsea needs to do at the moment is get everyone on board, everyone together, everyone on the same team. So all these mental coaches and skills coach and whatnot, I'm fully down for. I feel like I'm like cramped in this studio. Like, I'm a giant behind the news anchor desk. Like, it looks like a news anchor desk. Like we've been taken over by the ogres. We will not stop until Earth is ours. Yeah, I really do need to sort out the skating. What am I doing? Right. Rugby is not the only sport Enoka has worked in. The former PE teacher, oh god, here come the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer stuff, also spent 6 years as a mental skills coach with New Zealand cricket team and 3 years with the Silver Ferns netball team. This is genuinely good though. Like a wide, array of understanding, which is half the reason I got super gassed with Graham Potter because of his experience of, Ostersund's making them 4th division, top division, winning titles, Europa League. You know, you could say great football at Swansea and Brighton as well, but you know, he was like coaching international women's teams in Africa, like really interesting array of like experience that will ultimately help you in the long run. But working with Chelsea will be Enoka's first foray into football, with the remit to help the club develop a new world-class culture under Bowley Clearlake capital ownership. Bowley and Clearlake controlling owner Bedadik Bali has spent over £600 million on new signings across 2 transfer windows and has hired a new recruitment team, of course the think tank of superhuman football people. Head coach Graham Potter's bloated squad is bursting with different personalities and egos. Boy, we know that, boys and girls. And there is an acknowledgement that Chelsea's expensive new signings could flop under the weight of expectation if the right culture is not creative. Enter Enoka. I hope I'm saying his name right. That's the area he's been hired to help with. The 57-year-old will stress the importance of the team over the individual at a time... Well, it sounds like PSG should have hired this guy. At a time when Potter has been left with the unenviable task of trying to help all his new players settle in while trying to make sure the existing squad members do not become disillusioned. That should be hard. Successive managers and head coaches have questioned the mental fortitude of the Chelsea squad since we won the Premier League title in 2017. In fact, every manager has. Of course, Conte won said title in 2017. The following season is like... You know, I can't get the most out of these players. Sarri said I find it difficult to motivate these players. You know, Lampard said these players aren't ready to win a Premier League title. Whatever you think of Lampard's managerial credentials right now, in terms of player mentality, tell you what, mate, Lampard knows what it takes to win a Premier League title. So he does have experience and certainly the right to comment on that. So this guy, Enoka, developed a culture of... each member of the squad taking responsibility for their actions, with the All Blacks while player taking turns and sweeping the changing rooms clean after games. Where aberrations occurred, such as Aaron Crundon's missed flight, a player is answerable to his teammates rather than the coaches. Yeah, that's kind of nice. Can you imagine Hakim Ziyech getting all moody after a game and having to sweep the dressing room? I would like pick your whoever. I mean, someone like Thiago Silva probably would, but because he's just like, you know, an absolute gent. The coach himself can also get pulled up by the players, as outlined by Enoka, while describing the definition of dickheads as people put themselves ahead of the team, people who think they're entitled to things or expect the rules to be different for them, people operating deficitly in the dark or being unnecessarily loud about their work. Hey, I love this guy. He sounds like meditative, mindful, you know, this is what we need, team attitude. I said I endorsed this before I read it, but as I've moved through the journey with you guys, I am on board. Heck, I'm captaining this ship. I'm not captaining, I'm not qualified. He added, quote, the management might not spot some of these counterproductive behaviours. The players and leaders themselves should call each other out for their inflated egos. I mean, it's funny because Chelsea of old, like the great Chelsea, it ran on egos. Like that team that won the Champions League, it famously like won it itself, despite, you know, maybe not the greatest manager. And, you know, the players were too good not to. And there was the Bayern Munich team that were bad under Ancelotti, but they did extra training sessions themselves. So in rare instances, you could argue the egos carry themselves, or you need to be an ego whisperer like Zidane at Real Madrid winning 3 Champions Leagues. But I think in the climate of the Premier League, in this current landscape, in present day, this is the correct approach. Our coach, Steve Hansen, a brilliant man, once came into a team meeting a few minutes late. As he walked in, one of the senior players stood up and said, "Coach, you can't be late. Not again, please." So it's actually the team monitoring this behaviour. He's got some gonads. A head makes everything about them. Often teams put up with it because a player has so much talent. We look for early warnings and wean the big egos out pretty quickly. Our motto is, if you can't change the people, change the people. I like it. Yeah. Never heard that. If you can't change the people, change the people. Potter made his first big squad call last week by dropping Aubameyang from the Champions League squad, of course, and choosing Fernandes, Mudryk, and on loan Felix as the free January signings to add in, meaning Badiashile and Madueke missed out. We've spoken about this. Madueke you can kind of understand, but Badiashile, 3 starts in the Premier League and 3 clean sheets. You'd think it's not even about him deserving it. Like, I understand, like, Monaco, Chelsea, big jump, take whatever. But, like, it's more of a case of we need him. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's just better than Koulibaly. So, anyway, whatever. We've spoken about this. Reports have claimed that MLS club Los Angeles FC are interested in signing Aubameyang immediately, while it's believed that Barcelona, Milan and Atletico Madrid are considering summer moves. Chelsea have previously worked with performance coach Owen Eastwood, a New Zealander who is hired as a consultant for the England football team and has worked with Gareth Southgate. By the way, if the MLS transfer window is open, if they can buy Aubameyang, we still can't sell him and make money, would we? So, what is that? Or can we? Can we still sell out? I think maybe we can. Maybe there'll be a contract termination thing so he can get high wages. Still, I think we'd all pretty much agree and shake hands on the Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang scenario not working, and therefore, even if we do have to rip up his contract and just get a free slot in the squad and, get the wages off the books, he'll be on high wages, by the way, then maybe that just suits Chelsea, maybe. But look, man, this mental coach, I think this is dope. This is exactly what is important. They're really going in the data-led approach, aren't they, the new Chelsea owners? Really, like, going for every corner. Like, how can we intelligently, quantitatively, you know what I'm saying, right? Don't make me say it again. Intelligently cultivate a winning atmosphere with investment. They say money can't buy success, but this is very much money trying to buy success, or mentality. Let me know what you think. I'll be very, very interested to read the comments, so please do. I urge you to comment down below. Why can't I do the graphic? There it is. Thank you for liking the video. Hopefully you did like it. You're welcome to subscribe, and you should hit the bell, baby, if you subscribe. Love you.